is out against the Lynx, and it is a pity because Paige has been very good. She's been very good this season. Again, the
WNBA's brightest rookie is living every athlete's worst nightmare, endangered not by opponents, but by a teammate. Paige Bueckers, a generational talent meant to redefine the Dallas Wings, remains sidelined by injury, forced to share the court with Djonai Carrington, whose reckless play has raised serious safety concerns. When the league ignores these warning signs, it's not just careers at risk, it's futures lost before they even begin.
I don't believe Djonai Carrington is going to make it throughout the season, man. Fans is demanding for her to be banned from the league because she did 2 dirty plays in her matchup yesterday against the Seattle Storm. Yes, 2 dirty plays plus a flagrant foul. This is starting to become a habit for Djonai Carrington, and as of right now, it's looking real spooky.
Let's start with the harsh reality facing Paige Bueckers. The no. 1 overall pick entered the league with sky-high expectations and the kind of talent that fills arenas. But instead of thriving, she's caught in a troubling cycle of injuries, ones that seem to coincide with her proximity to Djonai Carrington's reckless, high-risk style of play.
Again, like, it happens once a game right now, and how Djonai Carrington did not get called for a flagrant foul like on this, she has the greatest whistle of all time because, like, look, how many times does this need to happen before, like this is going viral?
Bueckers suffered a concussion in late May, sidelining her for 4 critical games. But here's what makes this infuriating. This isn't just bad luck or the usual wear and tear of pro basketball. The injury happened on May 29 against the Chicago Sky. While Carrington wasn't directly responsible, the timing raises eyebrows, especially given the pattern of injuries that seems to follow her across teams and seasons.
It's right here. That's a hard foul, and she does get her in the face.
Did she come back and hit her in the face? My goodness, I told y'all, she's a professional UFC fighter.
When she's coming down with her hand.
I mean, this is just not a good look for Djonai Carrington. I'm telling you, she's on thin ice, bro.
Bueckers entered concussion protocol after initially showing no symptoms during the game, only to report headaches and other concerning signs the next day. As a result, she missed key matchups against Seattle, Los Angeles, and Minnesota, games that could have been pivotal for a struggling Wings team stuck at 1x and desperate for momentum.
This is probable, downgraded to out. You don't always see that. Can you give us any update on how she's doing?
Just dealing with an illness and just being extremely cautious and supportive as an organization, so hope to have her back soon.
What's most disturbing is that Bueckers, averaging an impressive 14.7 points and 6.7 assists, was just finding her rhythm when a concussion derailed her momentum. She had become the fastest player in over a decade to reach 40 career assists, drawing early comparisons to WNBA legends. Now, instead of developing her game, she's stuck in concussion protocol, likely wondering if her next practice might land her in the ER. Meanwhile, Djonai Carrington continues to wreak havoc, not just on opponents, but teammates, with a style more fitting for a combat sport than professional basketball. And this isn't speculation, it's a pattern. In her most recent incident, Carrington grabbed Sparks guard Sarah Ashley Barker by the hair and yanked her to the ground, an act that looked more like assault than sport. Even the commentators were stunned, one noting that had Barker been wearing extensions, they might have been torn out. Somehow, it was only ruled a common foul.
Until this point, I think quite a few of Djonai's flagrants and dirty plays, or sorry, not dirty plays, dangerous plays, could be explained off as her getting almost too excited, trying to get a block and just doing reckless things. Whereas this play cannot be explained off by that. This play cannot be explained off by that. And like, you've got this is the commentator. This is the commentator.
And it's not an isolated case. Earlier this season, Carrington delivered a reckless foul on Jessica Shepard during a fast break, one that almost took out Paige Bueckers too. It was upgraded to a flagrant one, but that did little to address a growing concern. Then there was the eye poke on Caitlin Clark. Slow motion replays showed Carrington's hand clearly bending toward Clark's face, leaving her with a black eye that lingered for weeks. No fine, no suspension, just silence. At some point, the lead's lack of action starts to look like approval.
Keep Djonai Carrington far away from my team, man. Keep Djonai Carrington far away from my team. There's a difference between playing hard and just playing reckless. Playing hard and playing dirty. Playing hard and playing like Djonai Carrington. There is a huge difference.
As if dealing with DJ Carrington wasn't difficult enough, Paige Bueckers also has to contend with the added drama of Nelissa Smith, widely viewed as the WNBA's worst-performing player this season. Smith, who is dating Carrington, brings her own issues into an already tense locker room. Once seen as a promising talent after being drafted second overall in 2022, Smith has seen a steep decline in performance and effort. Her poor play and lack of focus have made her a liability, both on and off the court. Her relationship with Carrington only adds to the dysfunction, creating a distracting and toxic environment. Bueckers not only has to manage Carrington's reckless behavior, but also navigate a team dynamic where two players seem more invested in each other than the team. Their recent Instagram Live, where they mocked Carrington's eye poke controversy, only highlighted their lack of professionalism and disregard for the serious nature of the situation.
Bag Djonai. She has been on a crime spree. That's right, folks. She has been on a crime spree, robbing the WNBA blind, masquerading as a professional basketball player, when in reality, she is just a reckless athlete that understands the concept of basketball. A reckless athlete that understands.
Commissioner Kathy Engelberg talks about growing the WNBA, but her silence on DJ Carrington's reckless play says otherwise. The league has done nothing meaningful. No suspension for the eye poke on Clark, no punishment for the Shepherd incident, and no response to the hair-pulling attack on Barker. It's as if discipline is decided at random. That's not just frustrating, it's dangerous. Every game Carrington plays without consequences puts others at risk. The message is clear. If you're good enough, the rules don't apply. That kind of an action creates an uneven playing field and forces other players into an impossible choice: risk injury, retaliate, or play scared.
Kathy Engelberg, the commissioner, Adam Silver, the NBA's commissioner, they need to continue to have pressure put on them, the league as a whole, until they decide to do something. Like, look, when I see a $100,000 fine come out, and I understand what their salaries are, I don't care. Till I see something like that, till I see what really ought to be like a 10-game suspension or something like that. There should be something significant that is going to send a message saying that there is no longer going to be this tolerance for this kind of.
The Dallas Wings deserve serious criticism for knowingly creating this toxic environment. Signing DJ Carrington wasn't a gamble. It was a choice to bring in a player with a clear history of reckless, dangerous play. This wasn't a surprise. It was predictable and preventable. Now, Paige Bueckers, one of the most exciting rookies in years, is stuck in a locker room with a teammate whose style of play resembles a contact sport more than basketball. Bueckers has had a standout start, averaging 14.7 points, 6.7 assists, and 4.7 rebounds, leading the team to its only win and breaking assist records. But instead of focusing on her growth, she's forced to worry about her safety. The Wings have made it clear: winning comes before protecting players. If Carrington hurts someone else, especially a teammate, they'll have to answer for why they let it happen. Bueckers came here to play elite basketball, not to fear her own team.
Everybody's waiting now. All eyes on the commissioner. What's the punishment going to be? Is there going to be a punishment? Guys, if Caitlin Clark started dishing out fouls like this, Al Sharpton would be walking the streets. They would claim that Caitlin Clark literally had pitchforks and was wearing white sheets on the court. If this was happening and Caitlin Clark was dishing out these kind of fouls. All right, and do we even want to call them fouls? I mean, look, they're worse than fouls.
Paige Bueckers has been cleared. She officially will be available to play tomorrow after missing 4 games. She was out for concussion protocol, and then she was sick. She had an illness. So she is back. She's good to go. But this does beg the question, what are they going to do with Ty Harris? Because that's a loss, and they need help. They need help. And the power of friendship isn't going to fix this one.